See going on right here.
Today's a little weird. About to do my workout, and but you know those really cool videos that you guys watch on Saturdays? I'm talking to the camera, because Chris and Danny are here right now, setting up to make those videos that make me look better than I actually am, with the poetry over it and stuff. Here you go. Look. What are you doing? Setting shit up.
You need that bag on there?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna train, but they're gonna record, setting up lighting and stuff like that. Requires so much focus every rep. We found a guy that sells bumper plates. Talking to you. Bumper plates and does he have the bars too? Like an illegal bar?
I don't know.
It's just like $1,200.
Are they?
But they like, you blow it and it spins.
I'm telling you, the one from the CrossFit competition was the same way.
Wow.
We wanted one set.
I got 2 sets of 3, just so you know. I know what kind of pole I'm gonna write too. I know what kind of. Because this is like reprogramming the computer, you know? Trying to learn a new skill, whatever it is. Learning a new skill requires so much humility. You really got to get out the way so that you can allow expertise, new ideas, information to reprogram it. You literally have to become a different person when you want to do something new. You can't be the same. How many people approach something new and they carry their old baggage with them? You know, they approach powerlifting with bodybuilding ideas. They approach marriage the same way they approach dating. You have to be reborn. You have to let go of yourself so that you can find your new self. Humility. That's the virtue. That's the virtue, especially when you've got some success with the thing that you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like you take John Cena, who's like the WWE king, right? And you like tell him that he needs to learn how to play golf before he decides to play golf. It requires a completely different character. It's difficult. So that's a universal struggle. That's a universal issue. Everybody deals with that on different levels. That light is burning my eyes. I can't slide my feet. I'm gonna have to build a platform eventually. I don't think it's that difficult. I'd rather probably build it than. Come on, man, you got wood. You're a carpenter. You got carpenter's blood in you.
Just buy like 4x6 area, snap them together. It's easy.
Build it, push this right against the wall, build it right here. Who are you becoming? You're becoming something, you're defining yourself every moment with the choices that you make, either consciously or unconsciously, but you're making choices and you're always becoming something. Or maybe I'm just neurotic, and that's the way I think. But if you think you're static, you think you're just, this is it, your soul's evolution has stopped. Might as well die. Better off dead. Not about me. Better off dead because you're not contributing. To evolve is to contribute to humanity. Because we're all one, you know, we're all one spirit. We're all waves of one ocean. So the way each wave in an ocean individuates itself, you know, this wave is this high, this wave is that high, this wave is, you know, they just look different. But they're all one fucking ocean. What if one wave said to the other wave, hey, I'm out for me, dog. And one wave was like, I don't feel like doing anything, I'm depressed. Each one of them are just they're behaving in absence of the recognition that they're all from the same fucking ocean. So the human spirit, it's one fucking human spirit. We're individuated portions of the human spirit. So everything that you do affects me. Everything that I do affects lots of other people. So if you resist evolution, you're holding everybody back. Okay, I need if you're not growing stronger, you guys know what I mean when I say growing stronger. Like, hey, you figured that out. You hung out long enough, right? Yeah. Just basically becoming self-actual, doing the best that you can with the time you're given on this planet. But if you're not doing that, and you know, we talk about it all the time, people are not doing that. You're not just fucking yourself up, because they'd be like, oh, you know what? Good riddance. Like, it doesn't matter. That guy's a douchebag. Fuck him. He's done. I just want to hang out with him. It doesn't work that way, because if we are all of one human spirit, you being a degenerate is like a fucking anchor to the rest of us that are, you know, that are trying to move this whole thing forward. To think that we're static is so silly. Because look at the technology. Look at the evolution of consciousness. I watched this program today about ayahuasca, they call it. That drink that they, you know what I'm talking about? In the Amazon, the shaman's drink. And like, it alters their consciousness and like, they basically talk to God. Weird shit, interesting shit. Joe Rogan shit, but it begs the question, begs a consideration.
They got another poison they drip into their eyes, and it's supposed to make them one with the jungle like a leopard. And they do that before they hunt.
It's amazing.
It's like their pre-workout.
Right, because you know what? They're basically two states of consciousness. You know, there's the subtle energies, and then there's the overt, obvious energies. The overt, obvious energies are like the ones that we use to like that are very earthly, like business, commerce, math, science. But then there's a subtle energy, a more passive, spiritual side to us. And like, you know, pre-workouts and cocaine and alcohol and, you know, these are all alter or heighten this end of the spectrum. It just focuses mainly on how can you put one side of the coin on hyperdrive. With, I guess they call them hallucinogenics. What do they call those? That like totally like take you outside of that state of consciousness and puts you into like a more yielding, passive, receptive state of consciousness. There's a whole other area that's like we're just not willing to explore. You know, we've been conditioned, governments and religions have had us believe that like you don't fuck with that, that's the devil's work. It's illegal. I don't know. I never asked the devil, so I'm not sure. Can't be right. Coming real close and it's bang.
And so yeah, not super slow.
That's Danny working with the camera. Yeah, so some of those like that slow motion footage, the real crisp footage all comes from that camera. Guy knows what he's doing. I'm gonna zoom in on him right now because you're gonna know that face. He's in a band, and there's not too many people more passionate about the type of art he creates. I haven't met too many people as passionate about the type of art they create as Danny. But the other thing too is, it's not only, bro, it's not only that you're passionate about your thing. You got like a level of concentration and focus, almost like a Zen-like approach to like almost anything you do. It seems like you're just in the moment. Whatever you're doing, you're not like distracted with 10 other things in your mind. You're not spread too thin. You're just like laser focus. What are those hookers up there? Little girls? Every day they're up there, they look like they're partying. Like look at the afternoon. I don't know. They're always dressed nice. They always talk. I think they're escorts or something. The way I bounce that off my thighs can't be right. Feedback. Every single rep with like supreme power and explosivity. Explosivity is tough, especially like for me. I was telling Chris yesterday, Like when I was a kid, I could jump higher than anybody and sprint 10, maybe 40 yards faster than anybody. But after that, even like 100, too long for me. I would kill you and then be done. Like when I wrestled, all the matches I won, 30 seconds. Bow, 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 boom. Going longer than a minute, it'd be tough for me. That's the ATP, CP energy system. I'm pure ATP, CP. Creatine phosphate, right? I don't even need to take creatine. That's probably why my muscles grow. I got natural creatine.
Your baseline's high.
Huh?
Your baseline's higher.
Baseline?
Yeah, your baseline creatine phosphate levels are higher than most.
Than most, right? What about everybody got low testosterone now? That's like a big thing. Testosterone levels. Of course, our hormones are fucked up. Look at the way we live, you know? We don't even the sun goes down and we're supposed to go down with it. It's just natural, like our pineal gland is stimulated by light. And the natural light, that's basically the light that helped us evolve over the past tens of thousands of years. We ignore it, we turn on these fucking lights, which overstimulates the pineal gland, which is like the master gland, they say.
It's so simple though, like that Amazon, the tribe I was watching about, they couldn't have babies till they were like 60, right? And then they got introduced to Western culture and a third of their population got wiped out from disease.
Yep. It's no wonder. It's not like it's a mystery. We're defying the laws of nature and the way we live. Of course, there's a lot of magic. There's a lot of benefit to doing what we do. I mean, production, look at technology. I mean, we do amazing things, but you don't gain anything without losing something else. And we're losing our health, our strength. We really sold our souls in many ways. I'm not judging like right or wrong, because I fucking love the technology. I like nice things. I like cars. I don't want to fucking walk. I like that we drive everywhere we go. That requires a lot of oil. I like that I have computers on, cameras on, lights on, refrigerators. I wouldn't want to give that shit up. Why? So I can live natural again? It sounds like it's a nice ideal. I'm gonna go live in the forest. Back to nature. Fuck that. I'll miss hot baths. My dad, you know what he had to do to take hot baths? Because they didn't have running water. He had to get a pail and fill it up in the stream, right? And then what he would do is he'd put the pail, I don't know if he did like him and his brothers, put the pail on top of like a vertical structure they created, right? And then you let the sun beat down on it all day long. So you'd have to do this early. And the sun would beat down on it so it's nice and warm. And then, to take a cold shower, he would remove, they would have holes in the bottom of the thing, he would remove something and then it would all rain down on him. And that's the shower, that's the hot shower. My mom literally washed her clothes like this, beating it on the fucking rock. Colleen's not doing that shit. Yeah. If I tell her, baby, we go back to nature, I said we're gonna beat, you just gotta beat the kids' clothes on a rock. She'd be gone with the wind. Can't judge it right or wrong, it's just, it is what it is. We just can't deny it. You can't deny what's happening. It's just look, you see what's happening. To say this is bad, we shouldn't be doing this, kind of denies, in a way, it kind of denies just what God's doing, what the universe is doing. It's doing what it's doing through us. Can't really judge it. Just be with it. And if there's something that you see that you don't like, there's ways of being that you don't feel are resourceful to you and to others, work on yourself. I don't like this. Then you do something. Got a lot of complainers out there, though. A lot of people complain, and a lot of people that try to change the world out here. The world out here can't be manipulated. In fact, the more you fuck with it, the more difficult it becomes. Because that which you resist persists. So, if you resist things that are going on and you become an activist, you're feeding energy to the thing that you're being active against. Does that make sense? By your mere focus on that thing, you give it energy. Go in, focus in. Sounds selfish, but I think the most unselfish thing that a human being can do is to grow himself. Because what did we say before? We're all one ocean. So if I just go in and say, I'm going to do the best that I can to represent what I personally feel is resourceful, then that's how other people are affected. Through what Jung would call the collective unconscious. In meditation. Go in. It's tough to go in though in a world that's so externally stimulating. How much time alone do you get a day? I don't get a fucking minute by myself. How am I gonna go in? I have to wake up earlier, then I'm fucking tired. I go home when my work begins. I got all these kids. Here, doing this. So it's like almost like you have to budget your time so that you can do nothing but go in. Check out for a little while. Root block every rep. That head up is a new thing. I normally do thoracic or cervical extension on my deadlifts. But I'm watching the Olympic lifters, that's what they do. They sit almost, they get their heads up almost like this. I guess you use more leg that way. So it's not really a deadlift. That first pull is not really a deadlift per se. It seems more like a trap bar squat. Mid thighs. Obviously that's a bend.
Well, they're exploding through the entire movement.
Yeah, so it's almost like a jump, a hip extension.
But I think a lot of that's just flexibility. I mean, they have the flexibility to be able to have that bar travel that upright. See, our knees are here. They have the, what would that be? Yeah, because their torso is completely upright when they're grabbing the bar.
And
I mean, their chest is
a lot of flexion at the ankles and knees.
Because their chest, when they grab it, their chest is sticking out.
Yeah,
you know.
That's wild. But it's just
practice. It is practice.
I have the flexibility for it. It's just getting used to that idea that that's the way I'm doing it. Give me a hand with this. I don't feel like shooting it off. So it's just not that easy. Actually did. Hey, no offense or anything, but it's kind of heavy. 1, 2. I think there's so many physiological effects and psychological effects to heavy squatting. It requires that everything's lined up pretty nicely, all your joints.
I did like 2-3 rep max the other day when I was building up to it. This muscle right here almost felt like the nervous system just like it wasn't awakened by it felt like instant Charlie horse when I was coming up with it.
It turns on a lot of shit.
And I never felt that before, and it was sore like a Charlie horse for 2 days. You know what I mean? Like I was just like,
that's the idealis. I mean, when was the last time you squatted that heavy? Long time, right?
Yeah,
it really does need to be a part of every athlete's routine. Good. Good. The energy system, at least for me, I think my energy system predisposition to being explosive even when I was a kid helped me come up with excuses to get fat. Because I used to think that the reason why it took me longer to recover, the reason why my endurance was never really good, I didn't consider genetics. I just figured I'd eat more carbs. You read bodybuilding magazines and shit. Eat more carbs, eat more carbs. So I figured I remember being 15, 16 years old, feeling like this after explosion and then busting my nut, thinking, I need more carbs. So I was eating so much food and so much carbs because I thought it would help me feel better during my workouts, but it's not the macronutrient, it's a dominant energy system that I have. So, and the thing is, it's dominant, the CP energy system, it's anaerobic. I mean, it's even pre-anaerobic. It doesn't require the breakdown of sugars. So I can do really well on very little carbs. Like once every 4th day, and still feel pretty damn strong. It's non-oxidative energy.
Well, all your energy systems fire. It's not like one's turned on, then the other one comes on, then the other one comes on.
Right.
They all fire. It's just one's pretty dominant if you look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Then again, just gotta get in shape. Intensity. No excuse for being out of shape. You say whatever the fuck you want about nutrition, programming. Being out of shape is just being fucking out of shape. That's it.
Switch it?
Put one on that side. I'll keep this one right there.